Hello my dear friends and my dear students, myself Dr. J.P. Tripathi. Today I am going to deal with a very important topic, inquest. It is very important topic of forensic medicine. So we are going to start this video lecture. Inquest. The meaning of inquest is inquisitus, means to seek. What is inquest? It is an official investigation to find out the cause of somebody's death, especially when it is not happened naturally. In other words, you can say that inquest is an legal inquiry or investigation into the cause of sudden, suspicious, unnatural death. So we have studied it is a legal inquiry. When it is conducted depending upon the cause of death is natural or unnatural. If the death is due to natural cause such as heart attack, cancer, pneumonia, or any chronic disease, in those cases no further investigation is necessary and the body is handed over to the relatives. They can dispose the body according to their religious custom. However, the inquest is conducted in case of unnatural suspicious death. They must be reported to the investigating authorities. I am going to tell you about what are unnatural and suspicious death. What are the examples of? The examples of unnatural suspicious deaths are sudden death, the cause of which is unknown, suicide, homicide, murder, and infanticide, death from accidents, poisoning, drug mishap, machinery, death under anesthesia or on operation table, death due to alleged medical negligence, death from post-operative shock or hemorrhage. These are few examples of unnatural suspicious death. The remaining examples are unexplained death under suspicious circumstances such as from burn, fall from the height, accident, etc. Death due to any industrial or occupational disease, death in police custody, mental hospital, schools, death of convict in jail, killing by animal, any wild animal, or it is also done in case of unidentified skeletonized body. So we have studied the various examples of unnatural suspicious death. Let's take one picture diagram. Let's understand the inquest or unnatural cause of death, where the death must be reported for the inquest. So these are the picture which are called as unnatural death where inquest is necessary. Let's take one by one. In case of homicide, death in custody, industrial death or industrial accident, sudden death of any person by any cause, death of any person due to drugs or poisons, any person dies because of industrial disease, or death in hospital during abortion. In doubtful medical cases, like in doubtful doctor cases, in case of suicide, if the person dies because of any alcoholism or because of any narcotic drugs. In domestic accidents also the inquest is conducted. Road traffic accidents. If the death of infants takes place in mysterious circumstances, then also the inquest is conducted. Or allegation of negligence like doubtful doctor cases, or there is a negligence of doctor because of him if the person dies, or the death of person in the operation table or in a hospital. These are the suspected death where we have to report nearest police station or where inquest is conducted. Let's talk about the types of inquest. There are three types of inquest. First is police inquest, magistrate inquest, and coroner inquest. In India, two types of inquest are held. They are police inquest and magistrate inquest. The coroner inquest in India, the coroner inquest is no more done right now. Police inquest, it comes under section 174 CRPC. It is the most common types of inquest held in India. The officer in charge, usually at the level of sub-inspector of the police station, conduct the inquest. The police officer making the inquest is known as investigating officer. I'm going to repeat again. Who conduct the inquest? The officer in charge, or you can say the police of sub-inspector level conduct the inquest. The police officer who conduct the inquest are known as investigating officer. In short, you can say it IO. These are the two pictures where you are seeing that the police is conducting inquest. These are the site of crime where after getting the information, the police moves to the site of crime and they'll find out all the points, all the things which are important for knowing the cause of death. So these are the two pictures representing or showing the police conducting the inquest. Let's talk about the procedure of inquest, how inquest is conducted one by one, or you can do step by step. When the officer in charge of the police station receives the information that the person death happens in his jurisdiction, like a person has committed suicide or has killed by another person, or by animal, or by killed by any machinery, or by an accident, or you can say that it has died under the circumstances rising the reasonable suspicion that some other person has committed an offense. He immediately gives intimation about it to the nearest executive magistrate, empowered to hold the inquest, and proceed to the place where the body of such deceased person is present. In short, you can say that as soon as the police officer or investigation officer get the information of anyone's death, like suicide, killing of any person, if the person dies in any industry, or the person died because of animal attack, if there is a suspicion that the person has died because of certain person's activity, in those cases the police inquest has been conducted. Immediately what the investigating officer will do, he will immediately inform the nearest executive magistrate, and after informing, he visit the site of incidents. What happens there? As soon as the investigating officer reaches to the site of crime, what happens there? In the presence of two or more respectable person, the persons, they are called as panchas or panch witness or panchayatdar. The officer in charge makes an investigation. After that, he prepare a report of apparent cause of death, describing the wounds, fractures, bruises, after other marks of injury found in the body, and stating in what manner or by what weapon the instrument such as injuries appears to been inflicted. It means after receiving the information, whenever the officer in charge reaches to the site of crime, What he will do, he'll conduct the inquest in the presence of respectable person of that site. The persons they are called as either panchas, panch witness, or panchayatdar. And after investigating, he will make a report. What is the cause of death? If the cause of death is suspicious, he can describe everything about how many fractures, injuries, and marks which is found, any weapons which is present at the site of crime, in what manner the death has been taken place, and he'll make the report of everything. After that, they'll make the report, and the report or inquest report is also called as Panchnama. This Panchnama is then signed by the investigating police officer and by the Panchas. The Panchas mean the witness in the presence of whom the inquest has been done. If no foul play is suspected, if the cause of death is natural, the dead body is handed over the relatives for the disposal. But in case of suspected foul play or doubt that it is a case of unnatural death, the body is sent for postmortem examination to the nearest authorized government center, together with the requisition and copy of inquest. What happens in the postmortem? The doctor who conduct the postmortem prepare reports, mention his opinion about the cause of death in postmortem report. The doctor prepare the postmortem report in 3 copies. One copy of that report is sent to the investigating officer, or you can say it is sent to the concerned police station. One copy or another copy to the SP or office magistrate of that area, or he can hand over this copy to the investigating officer, so he can submit that copy to the SP office, or he can submit these copies to nearest magistrate. And the third copy retained as an office copy for future reference. It means the postmortem report is prepared in 3 copies. The one copy is sent to the police station, another copy is sent to the magistrate or the SP office, and the one copy is kept in the office for further references. And after that, the further inquiry and trial of the case is conducted in usual manner of the court procedure. I have told you about the court procedure in my lecture, if you refer it, and from this point the trial begins in the court and the court procedure will start. Let's talk about the magistrate inquest. Magistrate inquest, it comes under section 176 CRPC. As the name suggests, it is an inquiry or investigation done by magistrate. This means an inquiry conducted by magistrate to ascertain the certain matter of fact. These are the pictures representing the magistrate inquest. In these 2 pictures, you are seeing that magistrates are going for conducting inquest. These are 2 pictures. You are seeing that magistrate is sitting here. He is finding out the cause of death. He is making an inquest report. Now let's talk about who can hold the magistrate inquest. First is district magistrate, or you can say the DM, collector, deputy commissioner. They can hold the inquest. Sub-divisional magistrate, or you can call it as SDO also, Tehsildar, executive magistrate, or any other executive magistrate especially empowered by the state government. These are the person or authority who conduct a magistrate inquest. Let's talk about what are the various circumstances where the magistrate inquest has been done. Death in a police custody and under police interrogation, death due to police firing, death in the prison or in institution, death in mental hospital, death of married woman within 7 years of marriage, death in custody, or you can say it as a custodial death, exhumation. So these are the circumstances, these are the types of death where the magistrate has to hold the inquest. Coroner inquest. It is another type of inquest. This means an inquiry conducted by coroner into the cause of unnatural suspicious death within the territorial limits. This coroner inquest comes under Act, the Coroner Act 1871. In India, the coroner inquest is no more done right now. It has been abolished in the late 1990. For holding the coroner inquest, there are coroners and coroner courts. Who are coroners? The coroners are government official who is empowered to conduct or order an inquest in the manner of or cause of death. Coroner court. It is governed by an act known as Coroner Act 1871. This is the only a court of inquiry into the cause of unnatural death. The function of court ends when inquiry is completed. Let's talk about coroner inquest in India. In India, the coroner inquest is no more done now. It was practiced at Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata, in which the special officials known as coroner was appointed by the government to inquire into cause of all the unnatural suspicious death. He presides over the coroner court. He is a rank of first class judicial magistrate. It is governed by the act known as Coroner Act 1871. Let's talk about some countries where the coroner inquest is going on. Coroner courts are there. As we all know that it is not practiced in India. It is practiced in UK, in some states of USA, and in certain countries. The coroner conduct inquest in all unnatural suspicious death. The doctor is summoned to his court to give evidence at the inquest. The coroner court is a court of inquiry where the jurors are sworn to give a true verdict according to the evidence. He has some judicial power. So this was all about the coroner court. So as we have studied what are inquest, what are the types of inquest, police inquest, magistrate inquest, or coroner inquest. Let's repeat the same diagram, same picture we have seen in earlier slides. So coroners or police officers, they do inquest or inquiry in these types of death. So let's talk one by one. In case of homicide, death in custody, industrial accident, sudden death, drugs and poisoning, industrial disease and abortions, doubtful doctors. In case of suicide, in case of homicide, alcoholism or because of any drugs, domestic accidents, road accidents. In case of infant death, allegation of negligence, operation death, or because of death of any person because of doctor's negligences. So these are the types of unnatural suspicious death where either coroner or police or magistrate hold the inquest. I think it is clear. Now let's see what is the difference between magistrate court and coroner court. These are the difference between the coroner courts and magistrate courts. First is type of court. The coroner court, it is a court of inquiry. Magistrate court, it is a court of trial. Presence of accused. In coroner court, presence of accused is not necessary, whereas in case of magistrate court, the presence of accused is essential. Punishment to the accused. In corner court, the corner court cannot impose the fine or punishment to the accused, whereas in case of magistrate court, he can impose fine and give punishment to the accused person. When can punish a person? The corner court magistrate can punish any person. In case of corner court, he can punish a person for contempt of court when the offense is committed in court premises. Whereas in case of magistrate court, he can punish a person for contempt of court when the offense is committed in or outside his court premises. So these are the difference between corner court and magistrate court. I hope it is clear what is the difference between corner court and magistrate courts. This was all about today's topic. So my dear friends and my dear students, this was all about today's topic. Today we talked about the inquest, when it is conducted, what are the various types of inquest, police inquest, magistrate inquest, corner inquest. We have seen diagrammatic representation of inquest. We have talked about the difference between corner and magistrate inquest. So this was all about today's topic. So my dear friends and my dear students, take care. Please subscribe for my upcoming topic. Thank you very much.